Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Elden Ring, shall we? So, we can, if we want, further explore the Weeping Peninsula, and this is fine. We totally could go this way. You know, we could buy some things from this merchant, save up on runes rather, and continue exploring. But what I kind of want to do is actually say that we've done a fairly decent job so far. And what if we actually work towards Stormvale Castle and see if we feel powerful enough at this moment to make a push? So I'm going to travel over to this very, very early site of grace that we established in Limgrave. And I currently have 1,700 runes, which we need about 3,400, about double this, to level up. Now, as far as items go, in terms of runes that we've got, we have 800. So not very many. Alright, so if we go this way, there is something scary up there, and there is a bunch of fortifications here as well. So this is a good time for us to just see if we can ride straight through on Torrent. You could fight if you like. I am just saying I'm moving. Trumpet Man is blowing the trumpet. That's fine. Look what we found right away. So just by doing that little push, and by the way, you can of course do that whenever you want. Here is our very first ding 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 golden seed. Not our first. We started with one because of our keepsake, but the first one we found in the wild. And that means we can get even more flask charges. But what happened? Why can't I roll? Let's look at our status. What's going on? We have a heavy load. At some point, we got into a heavy load, probably by equipping maybe the Tree and Beast Surcoat? Maybe? I'm going to remove the crossbow, which we are never using, and now we can roll normally. Okay, so it's very windy, but we got a seed, and we can get some more charges for our amazing flask, and let's do that. There's some materials. Let's get it. Just going to kind of survey the landscape. Looks like there's something up here. Oh my god. Okay. So there's wolves. You heard them howling, but here's the site of grace that we'd like, and here's a little shack. So let's just fight them with our shield, and they're not going to like this at all. Okay. So I'm going to get the bones, get the grace. Dang. Alright, so we got the grace here, and there's a little shack, and there's somebody in there. So let's go talk to her in one moment, but let's get these. We got ourselves another stone sword key. And this is the Stormhill Shack, and in here...
Everyone's been grafted? Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it.
It's more than a lark. Now I can sit sideways. And we certainly fought something grafted once upon a time.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose.
Oh,
you've come to be one with the spider?
No.
Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head.
It is scary.
I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
I think that's reasonable to be afraid of that.
Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
So she's given us the spirit jellyfish fish ashes.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know. A pleasure to see you. Did you give that I love them?
Okay, so she's repeating now. Sorry about that. My connection got interrupted while I was getting the jellyfish spirit ashes. But we have now finished her dialogue. So if I go into... Now let's rest here. Okay, let's go ahead to our flask and add a charge. Yes. So we get now 5 charges. Well, we have 6 total charges. Fantastic. So determination says hold the flat of your armament to your face to pledge your resolve, powering up your next attack. Now, if we use this, similar effect as before, more expensive FP-wise. I don't really want that. Okay. Now, in my... let's go to in my inventory. So we got the jellyfish ashes. Now, this summons a jellyfish, and the jellyfish can be quite useful. It's a summon that many people enjoy. It illuminates surroundings, absolutely. And you can experiment with this to see if it's your preferred summon for a boss fight or something like that. And we can go ahead and go into our inventory. We can go to this, and we can... actually... Let's go to our... No. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and go to the right here, and I will equip the jellyfish. So I'm going to push triangle, and I'm going to go down here, and we could try it out if we'd like. See if it does something good for us. Okay. So she wants us to go say hi to the chrysalids. We can do that, I suppose. She is marked on the map, and the guidance is moving us in this direction. Now, I always explore further just to see if there's anything interesting lying around. If we look at the map here, The Storm Hill Shack is now there. We can go here. The map is amazing, and lots of useful things are marked on the map, but there's also caves and other locations that are not marked by the map that we might want to, explore further. There's this guy right here, for example. Hi, how are you? Okay. He's angry. Alright, so that guy gave us a decent amount of runes, and there's a dead person here, which gives us some fire arrows. That's our first time seeing that. And let's just say we wanted... No, we can't summon right now. So you can see that these guys are pretty easy for us to... Oh boy. Alright, that didn't work. I'm just rolling backwards. They're pretty easy for us to disrupt. Get behind. Their poise is rather low. And that guy gave us our charge back. So even though we took damage, he refilled our flask again, which is kind. Alright. So there's the bridge over there. There's Worm Man over here. And do we see anything interesting? You could kind of see these tombstones, which indicate like there's something on the platform above that we could, go up and investigate or drop down to find. That's a loud noise. It's from this guy. He's upset. Oh boy, he doesn't stop running, does he? Aw, sorry, Torrent. Oh my. That was mean. Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't need to get so upset. There we go. So 1,000 runes for a giant feld. And we'll take it. I'm pretty sure that those enemies do not respawn. And you can see we're moving up here. Not going the way that the guidance is telling us, but oh, what's this? A shack? Probably the same shack we were just at, actually. It is. So let's cut back. I'm like, yes, we found... Oh my god, I went in a circle. But we did get 1,000 runes. And with that, we can do something nice, which is just get off of our horse, go into our inventory, use one of these, and this should be enough for us to level up. Now I'm going to start raising my strength. And you say, well, why? Well, it does help us do slightly more damage, but the reason I'm raising... Oh, I didn't need to... I miscalculated. I didn't need to use that rune. The reason I'm raising my strength is there's some items ahead that some of these guys can give us that we can use to replace our armor, that would be great, but they're heavy, and we might need some better strength to use some of these things. So I'm just kind of working in that direction. I don't need to get an enormous strength at this part of the game, but I'd like to raise it up. Alright. So be very careful as you approach Stormvale Castle right here. You can see the guidance actually is telling me to not go. They want me to go this way, but I have to kind of wrap around. You can see I can summon here. The bad guys are already shooting. I'm going to get off my horse. Now these guys we're very familiar with. We're wearing their armor. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I had the wrong guy targeted and that did not go well for me. Okay, so no problem. We're going to get hit, but the wolves are out. Okay, the hammer is hitting us. I'm stuck on something. Here we go. Got a drink. Oh boy, they're all here. Hi guys. It's a party. So, just doing some rolling. Oh boy. Took away my stamina. I like that huge shield that you've got. There we go. Okay. That was the last of them. As you can see, our flasks have been refilled. So, let's make sure that we pick up anything that they dropped. Oh, the gauntlets. Okay, good. Well, we were looking for those because it's the last item that we're missing. We have Confessor Gloves. So this will give us a bit. It will raise our poise. It does not put us into heavy load. Wonderful. Now, we're doing okay. I'm going to top myself off, even though it's kind of wasteful, because this area gets really dangerous with artillery, and I don't want to get hit and get killed stupidly just yet. Here's a guy. Okay. There's the artillery. Take this guy down right away. You got me. And it's over. Got our flasks back. Got the last line of defense taken down. Got a smithing stone to boot. Alright. So, this is indeed us going inside and there's something on our mini-map. What is that? Now the guidance is definitely telling us to go this way. And that is because we have made our way to a boss. The first boss. First proper boss. And we're going to rest at this site of grace. Now from here, I did that so I could get my magic back so we can get summons happening. Now, we'll try the wolves. If we don't like it, we could try the jellyfish. And this is just going to be us testing to see if we're strong enough to fight this boss.
foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
A little bit. It's a good jump for like an old guy.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
I don't know if that's true.
It be Margit the Fell.
Well, it's Margit the Fell. Alright, so target Margit. Quickly summon. We are going to get hit. That is okay. Okay, that is painful. Drink. So, you're going to learn really quickly that this guy has more range than seems reasonable. Okay, back away, drink. All of our wolves are dead. It's just us and the dude. Okay, so he was not impressed.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
So, we're out of healing, and we cannot summon anymore.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
But that was our first try, and we got them down that far. So, as a test, we have learned a little bit about the fight, about what we can and can't do with our current character. This golden summon would let you summon another player to come help you if you were struggling, but we don't need to worry about this at all. Let's go ahead and get our runes back, if possible. Jellyfish is getting the aggro. Ow. That wasn't nice. Oh, got him sundered.
Thou art of passing skill.
So a lot of attacks, you'll see I'm having to have them targeted and roll out of the way to avoid. And with some timing, it's the only way to really do this properly. Even there, I rolled into the spears. These things on the battlefield can sometimes get you and are really annoying. Okay. So he's got a flurry of attacks right there, which were rather rough. Huh, still hit me, huh? I was 100% sure I dodged that. Man. Darn. I cannot believe that hit me.
Put these foolish
That was so close.
to rest.
We're doing much better. The jellyfish lasted longer. If we can get one more attack where we stagger, that would be it. Or if I can just do a better job dodging an attack or two. The last phase is tricky. We're just learning when to roll, when to block, when to back away, the timing of everything. Remember, when I defeated this guy as an astrologer, I'm fighting completely differently. I'm fighting at range, throwing things. So this is new for me. But this is how Elden Ring works. You just keep fighting the boss until you figure it out. And if it's way too hard, then we could just go level up even more. I like to actually sometimes break these spears myself. Gosh. I can't get too greedy. Oh my god, that's way too greedy with the heavy attack. This is not going very well.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Okay, okay. So I'm going to run this way for a moment. Okay.
foolish ambitions to rest.
I did worse that time than the previous. So, we're doing okay. Needing to myself just learn the timing of when I can attack safely. I'm going to switch over to the wolves this time, see how that goes. Oh boy. Just underestimated the, or just underestimated the range right there. Huh. Staggered hit, huh?
Well, thou art of passing skill.
Nah, I'm doing terrible.
Blood must
I think the jellyfish is
thy
way better.
veins tarnish.
Nice. Love it.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
So, I'm going to be honest. This is tough. We're close. It's not impossible. But it's definitely a reality check for us that the game is harder. Our certain, combinations aren't working as well. So what do? Well, we could keep fighting this guy and learn the battle well enough to push through. That's definitely possible. But we also have some things in our inventory that we might want to think about using that could strengthen us. So we have these tools. We can throw this to inflict fire damage. We could also coat our weapon with blood grease. And, we could think about using some of these to power us up for this fight. But I think another, trick we have up our sleeve would be to see if it's beneficial to bolster our shield. Oh my god. Oh, targeting the wrong guy will get to do you in. So you can see these guys easy. And we're just getting a few runes right here. Oh boy. Get up. Oh my. You're angry with your two-handed sword. I can understand why. I'm getting some runes because I have these smithing stones. I wanted to get their shield. It's a very, very rare drop. I mean, It's not, I don't want to use the word rare, but it's a low drop rate to get the shield from these guys. There's also right here. Wild Strikes, Ash of War, if we're interested in that. But we can just go back. Oh. Man, you switched from your trumpet really quickly, didn't you? Uh-huh. Alright, and this is just a nice little rune path. Another thing that we can do, in addition to just boosting our shield, which seems the most obvious, is just level up and raise hit points. Like, more hit points means the fight is easier for us. And because we have so many smithing stones from fighting these guys again and again, there's nothing wrong with raising our shield and seeing if that little boost will help us. But also, we could go to the different merchants and see if there's any items that are consumable, like one-time use items, that would help us win this fight. So I'm going to teleport. Oh. Or...
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Roundtable Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
So this is enormous, because I'm going to tell you, just be very honest with you. Part of my intention with this guide is to show you that you can still enjoy this game even if you struggle, and struggling is a natural part of it. I'm not going to go into that boss and just one-shot that guy. I don't really have any experience fighting that boss as melee in this game because I did it as an astrologer, and I died a bunch as an astrologer. But we don't have everything yet, and the Roundtable Hold, we want to go.
Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
This is going to be our new base of operations that we can go to and buy items. Potentially meet the blacksmith to take our weapons beyond +3. This is, as it says here, a place where tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited, so you can't fight here. And it is located outside of this world, and you can fast travel by means of reaching it. So I'll show you what that looks like. For example, on the map, it's way down here in the corner. You want to rest at this table? Sure. And there's NPCs that we can talk to here to help give us new abilities. There's all sorts of enhancements that are unlocked once we get here. So even though that boss was challenging, we don't have the full package. So what we're going to do is explore the Roundtable Hold, level ourselves up and our gear, and then go back and see if we could show that boss a thing or two. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.